Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I've just watched West Ham 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 2 in a game that I am so frustrated. So frustrated. We had chances, we had the post, with the crossbar, and they were pretty decent side, I've got to admit. I don't know where to start. But let's always start at the beginning. We come out the traps and we go goal down after about 35 seconds. And for me, Cresswell and Fornals are all over the place for that first goal. It's a bit of a blur to me, so please do help me out in the chat. Jace can't make it tonight. He's filming on DR Sports. So please, I'm going to do an afterthought and I'm going to do a player ratings, and I need your help in the chat. And we go 1-0 down, but I've got to admit the boys showed effort. Yeah, they managed to sort of claw it back. And eventually we got that goal, and Mikel Antonio scored it. Yeah, at last. It took him about 5 months to score a goal now. But the first half, I thought getting at half time 1-0, I fancy us all day long. Yeah, second half. Get out at them second half. If we can get a goal, I think we could roll Frankfurt out of Stratford. But it wasn't to be, and they come out and they look good in the second half. I've got to admit, like the second half, they were passing a ball round. Their system, they have got that system down to a T. They are like the Wolves of like German football by the looks of it. They know that system like the back of their hand. They really, really do. And obviously, they score and they go 2-1 up. And it's the man that me and Affers spoke about the other day. Listen, people might think I talk bollocks, but I know me football and I know decent players. And that Kamada, however you say his name, the Japanese lad, he's top class, and he scored the goal that got him in front. And we had chances. Listen, Ben Rama come on. I can see the chat going berserk about Ben Rama, how well we played tonight. Listen, I've said it from minute one about Ben Rama. I've defended Ben Rama. I've had stick from YouTubers. I've had all sorts of grief. Yeah, the kids is a talent. Manuel Lanzini and Fornals just don't play well together. Yeah, fair enough, they play well with Leon, but for 20 minutes of that game against Leon, we were up against it until we scored. When we got a goal down, for me, they're just not good. The pair of them together. And when Benny come on, he changed it. We looked good. We hit the crossbar. We looked threatening. Yeah, and he put the fear of God into them. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and obviously coming towards the end, Jared Bowen, mate. Fuck me, cannot believe the chance he had. Literally, I feel when he hit the crossbar there, that's millimeters. That's 5-10 mil below the crossbar. That's in the goal. That's off the crossbar. That's over the line. And we ended up losing the game 2-1. But listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it quite clearly to everyone in the chat tonight. This ain't over. Far fucking from it. I've seen enough from West Ham to say, you know what? Frankfurt are a counter-attacking side. They look like they absorb the pressure. The only difference is now, over there, they haven't got to come forward. That's the thing. They can sit there and just take a draw and they're through. But do you know what, though? Right? This is not over for us. This is not over. And West Ham do play better away from home. Right? It's a given. But how do I summarise this? It's an hard one with me. Mixed. There was players tonight who I thought was absolutely shit. First one on the hit list for tonight is Ben Johnson for me. Fucking useless, mate. Absolute useless man. Right, first half, couldn't get the ball out of his feet to cross balls in. Like everything, all over the gaff. He's the worst player on the pitch for me tonight for West Ham by a country mile. I thought Ben was terrible. Yeah, Souček tonight. Like he's going up for headers. He's trying to win headers. He's trying to win things, but no one's giving. He's not giving a call or nothing. I agree with what Adam says there. The chat's going berserk, and I will get to your chat shortly. I really will. Souček tonight. Yeah, listen. Me and Mitchell. I've had Mitchell on his channel, and listen, people, you can have a look at Mitchell and go, Mitch talks a lot of bollocks, or Mitch talks a lot of fact. Tonight, it proved to me that Souček's miles away from where we want to be. Do you know what I mean? And Souček was poor. He really, really was. Who else is there on there tonight? I thought I thought Ben Rama when he come on. Listen, I can't not praise the kid. Yeah, he comes on, hits the crossbar. Yeah, and what it is with Benny is he's scapegoated. There's no two ways about it. This kid is scapegoated. Right, he shouldn't be sitting on the fucking bench, but I'll go with it because you have to go with it because it's more as the Messiah. Do you know what I mean? But Ben Rama tonight in a 4-2-3-1 system, Benny has to play. Benny, Bowen, Fornells, Antonio. That should be the team. And when you got Lanzini in there, who I thought was dreadful, also, listen, he gave away the ball in the first half. I think was it Craig Dawson? No, it was Cresswell who saved the day for us to a point. Do you know what I mean? But Cresswell was a bit all over the place and all tonight. I thought Deck played decent. JB, mate, he's at the post in the first half. That goes, it's a different game. He's at the post in the second half. We come out of it with a 2-2 draw. But listen, we lost the game 2-1. And for me, to summarise this quickly before I get onto the player ratings, because I'm riding solo tonight because all the lads are there. It ain't over. This is fucking far from over, bruv. Honestly, I'm telling you that now. I believe we can go there and I believe we can win. Yeah. And listen, I've got faith in this team. Benny has to play next week. There's no two ways about it. No fucking about. People say, oh, no, Lanzini and this and that, all this bollocks. Ben Rama has to play. He runs at people. He drags people away from him. Do you know what I mean? He needs to play. Next week's all or nothing, as we all know. But next week, I believe we can go there and win. I really, really do. I thought Frankfurt were good in spells, but let's be honest, apart from the goals, what did they really do? They looked threatening, but nothing major. And I think I've seen better. I think Lyon were a better side than them. But I just think they just scored at the right time. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I've got to get this comment in here, right, from Thunder and Joy. Ben Rama is a super sub. He's rubbish when he starts. Any game, Johnson, Cresswell, and Fornells were shite. Ben Rama has to start, Thunder. There's no two ways about it. You tell me what Lanzini done tonight. Fuck all. That's what he done. Nothing. Not a lot. But I ain't going to criticise him because he's Memo Lanzini and that goal against Spurs last year, that 3-3 draw will forever be in my memory. But he shouldn't be starting. Do you know what I mean? Not when we need to win the game. We hit the outside of the woodwork 3 times. If we hit the woodwork with Frankfurt and we'll win 3-0 away, let's go. Let's enjoy the ride. Be positive. Bayern was immense tonight. I don't know about Bayern being immense. I think Bayern was good, but I don't think he was immense. I don't think any of the players were immense to a point. I think Frankfurt just done a fucking job on us, really. Like, listen, they are a good side. Right? I thought we could roll this team. And I've done a little bit of research the other day, and I thought to myself, you know what? I think these are there for the taking. But I'll tell you what, they surprised me. And the man that me and Affers mentioned the other day, listen, that the Japanese lad, I thought he run the show for them. I thought he was very good. Sebastian Roda, who used to play for Borussia Dortmund, their captain, very good again. So my final thought is this before I get to the player ratings, which I'm going to need your help with tonight, people, is this ain't over, as I say. Yeah, I believe we can go there and win. I believe we've got the pace to do it. We've got to play on the front foot, though. I think tonight, when you play Lanzini and Fornells, it just don't work. And I've said it over the last year that I've been doing this YouTube game. I look at them two in there; they're too similar. You know what I mean? And you've got Mikel Antonio, who fair enough, he scored tonight, but he's not scoring any goals. And you're hoping that Bowen turns up and puts in a masterclass. Bowen's unlucky tonight. He's at the post, he's at the crossbar, he's at everything other than the back of the net. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is not over, far from it. And I've got every faith that West Ham will go there and try and win this game. It's win, go over there and win. Basically, win to nil is the bet for next week. And for me, I've got every faith they can do it. And let's be honest, if that goal goes in and we end up losing the game 3-1, then I think it would have been over. I think my afterthought would have been a lot different. But I'm telling you something now, this is far from over from us. And I believe we can score anywhere we go. And with the best fans on the fucking planet that we've got, we can do anything with them fans behind us. I just feel tonight the occasion got the better of a few players, and there's some of them was like rabbit in headlights for me. But we will start off and do the player ratings, which is, let's start off. Where are you? Where is he? This man. Alfonso Areola. I thought he was all right tonight. I think he can't do a lot for the first goal. I think the defending is poor. I think the second goal, I think it's a great bit of work from them. You've got to give them credit. And yeah, I think he was all right. I think he done a good. I think it clipped off Dawson. It hit the crossbar. What would I rate him? I'll give him a 7. I think he was all right. I think, let's be honest, they didn't. I don't remember Areola doing anything majorly wrong. So for me, it has to be a 7. People are saying 6s. 6 for Areola. 8. I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to say a 7 for me. I think he was all right. East side view saying Moyes out. I don't know about that, mate. Not yet. I'll give him a 7, Areola. So if you get all your Areola 7, cool head with the ball at his feet, yeah, I agree. I really, really do. I'll quickly get your rest of your ones in. 8, not much to do, if I'm honest. I totally agree. Mark says a 6. I can understand it, Mark. It's average performance. What else we got here? Sorry, Bayern was immense. So unlucky with the overhead kick. Johnson, no, kettle of fish, yeah. Johnson was shit, mate, tonight, and I can't wait to rate him. Let's start off. Where are we? Let's get to the next man on the list. Let's start off with this man, Cresswell. Mixed for me. I think the first goal is. Why is he not? He's so far infield, like he doesn't look round. And the second goal's his fault and all. Major fuck up from him tonight. Really, really was for Cresswell. I see Epic saying here a 5. I think you're being kind, mate. I'm with irons on this one all day long. A 4. It's got to be a 4 for me. I think he was shit. I think he was absolutely all over the place today, Cresswell. Right? He done one. I'll tell you what. No, I will give him a 5 because in the first half, I think Lanzini gave the ball away. They're coming through, and Kanaf, I think it is for them, had a great chance, and Cresswell scooped the ball out of his feet, and basically we got away with it. We got away with that opportunity. So yeah, listen, I'm going to give him a 5, Cress, for that. I think Cress was just not at it tonight. It really, really weren't for me. Let's move over to this man, Mr. Kirk Zuma. I thought it was excellent. I think he had their striker literally sewn up, done, like sorted, proper. And for me, he's a major player for us, as we all know it. Do you know what I'm saying? To see him back in the team tonight, I think was excellent. I think the way he dealt with things in the air was good. I can't not praise this geezer up enough. I think both the goals are not really his fault. I think it's more like they've targeted Cresswell and they targeted the right side with Ben. I'll give Zuma a 7. I think he was pretty decent tonight. I can't really knock the geezer. I think it's, and I can see the ratings here from like Sam 7, Mark 7, Paul a 7, Paul Chambers 7, another 7. Mark's gone a bit higher and gone 8.5. Irons has said a 7. So yeah, we're all in the same sort of ballpark with Kirk Zuma. Breath of fresh air, mate. I mean, I'm so glad he's back. So what else we got here? Let's have a look. It's buzzing in the chat tonight. Mitchell, hello, mate. Disgusted by the setup and individual performances tonight. On my way home now, got an early start tomorrow. I'll give Zuma a 7. Yeah, and I wouldn't like to see what Mitchell thinks of Souček tonight, because I've got to be honest, mate. I thought he was fucking horrendous, if I'm being truthfully honest. Let's go to this man, Mr. Craig Dawson. First half, he got skinned big time in the first half. I remember it clear as day. The ball come over and he just got absolutely fucking ruined. And for me, other than that, I think he was all right. I think he was okay. Not as good as Zuma, but he was reliable to a point. Are any of the goals his fault? I think it's all on the right, on that left hand side. Fornals and Cresswell for the first one, and I think the Frankfurt second goal is just shit up play from them really. Dawson, I'll give him a high 6. It's not a 7 for me. I think that's fair. I I'll see what everyone else is saying in the chat. We got a 5. Someone said a 5 there. Hammers says 7. Dawson 7. I'll give Dawson a 7. 6, 7. I just can't give him a 7. I think Zuma outshone him tonight, 100%. Mitchell says 6. Probably should have been done better for the second goal. Yeah, I agree. People saying 6.5, 6. Gutted for you guys tonight, but it's not over by any means. Yeah, I agree, Rich, 100%, mate. Listen, it's West Ham. We make it fucking hard for ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's what it is with us. Amma's dad says a 7 for Craigie Dawson. I've gone for a high 6, just not a 7 for me. I think Zuma was the better player. Now, let's get over to the right-hand side, and let me find the man. It's this man. It's the Ben Johnson. Fucking horrendous is the word I'm looking for. The first half, how many times does he... first of all, how much time does he need to fucking cross the ball in? That's the first thing. Second of all, if you can't cross a ball in, try and win a corner or something. And he had a bit of play in the first half where he was in the corner. I'm thinking, Ben, just get with a corner. You can't do anything there. Just win it, maintain the pressure. He passes it back, right? And it ends up going for an attack for them. I thought it was absolutely shocking tonight, right? And I want to see where everyone's rating him tonight before I rate him, because I'm going to be ultra critical of him. I was expecting Ben to really be on it tonight. I think the amount of times they got in and he was sleeping. Listen, Cafal or Ben Johnson? Yeah. People say Ben's a better defender. Yeah. Fuck, he weren't tonight. Attacking wise, he was non-existent tonight, and defensively, he was a bit hit and miss. So it'd be interesting. Let me have a look and see what you're saying about him tonight. Let's start off with, well, got quite a lot of people here. Ben Johnson a 3. Listen, man, I can't not agree with that. Like, Ben a 2, a 4. Queen Lizzie loves the result because, like Trevor, she's a yeah, mate. 3. I'm with Mitchell on this one. 1,000,000,000%, mate. I think a 3, and that is me being fucking kind. 100%. I think he was shocking. Ben. I don't get why. I don't know why he was like that. I don't know whether it's a system. When West Ham changed the system, went to it was like a 3-4-3 system. I noticed Deck was like sort of like the third centre half at one stage. We looked a lot better, yeah. And then I think we went to like a 4-4-2 out of possession and things like that. But Ben was just all over the place. So I agree with Mitch there. Paul says a 3, -10. Sorry, guys, but I'm not seeing any improvement from Johnson. Yeah, I've got to agree on that. Moving on to this man. Fuck me, this is going to be fun. Listen, I have Mitchell on this channel, yeah, and I like Mitchell a lot. I think Mitchell is a fucking proper fan. Talks with his heart, and he's not blinded by bollocks and like fantasy. And when Mitchell used to say to me about Thomas Souček, I used to think, Mitch, you're talking a lot of shit, mate. But my opinion has very much changed now. He was all over the fucking place tonight. Thomas Souček, he really, really was. He's static, like, and Deck makes him look fucking great. I've got to be honest. For how good Souček has been, I can understand the reason why West Ham might be targeting another DM of high quality, like a Calvin Phillips. How many times does he go up for an header and like literally he's going for the same ball? Like he's that determined. Like there's people going up for headers and there's like 2, 3 of them going up for a fucking header at the same time. So it's an interesting one. I'm going to get to your comments first before I go through it with him. Let's have a look. We've got, sorry, but it's slow, fullback, Ben Johnson. Right, let's move on to Ben. What we got here? Souček, 6. Fuck me, epic. I don't know what you're seeing, bruv, but I respect him, man. Sam says a 3. I'm with Sam on that. I thought he was shit. I wouldn't say a 3. I'd say probably a 4 or a 5, but definitely not 6. Not that wasn't an average performance from Souček. Far from it. How many times did he just sort of give the ball away? Also, I give a Mitchell one for being a hater. A 4. Emma's dad says a 6. Absolutely pony for Mitchell. He says it just inconsistent. And he was that kind of player that we need against something tonight. I agree. Mitch Souček was a headless chicken. 4. Souček, I didn't even notice him. Too robotic. been shocking this season. Paul says it absolutely bang on the money, and that is the word robotic. When you see him, he's very sort of. It takes him ages to turn, takes him ages to get the pass out of his feet. He's not lively enough. I'm with Paul on that 100%. Not clinical enough. So frustrating what we got here. I think West Ham will win the second leg. Ben Dawes says a 3. I'm going to go a 4 for Souček. For me, I just feel that fucking he just robotic. He's just robotic, the geezer, mate. And if you watch that game back, just clock Souček. How many fucking times does that man go up for an header and he's like overpowering 2 or 3 West Ham players when West Ham have got it under control and he should be making the space? Shocking, really was. Moving on to this man, the captain of the evening, Mr. Declan Rice. I thought he was excellent as per usual. I'm gutted for Dec. I really, really am. He fucking tried his hardest tonight, and there was a couple of moments in the second half where they got in Frankfurt, and he was literally hunting them down, trying to like. And there was a tackle that he done which was absolutely world class, absolutely world class. And it's a difference. Now I've done the YouTube game for over a year now, and I used to say Souček and Rice were like the dream team. My opinion's changed. Declan Rice is the dream. And he sort of carries the rest of the players. I thought it was excellent. I really did. Let me see what you think in the chat. Excuse me. An 8. 7. Mark says a 7. Another 7. 8. Yeah, I think if we win the game or don't lose the game, it's an 8. But it's a high 7 for me. I believe. I think it was excellent. Rice a 9, 8 from Paul. We've got here another 8. Mitchell says 7.5. Rice, I thought, besides from a couple of little stoppy bits, the rest of it was outstanding. He would have got an 8. I agree with what Mitch is saying there, 100%. If we win the game, I think it's an 8 easily. Or don't lose the game. So yeah. My final thought with Dec is I think he's just absolutely top class, and we're going to need him massively next week. I think he drives us forward, and it's a difference between Declan Rice, world class, and Souček, who just fucking robotic, mate. He really, really is. Moving on, let's have a look. Let's find the next man on the hit list, and it's this man, Manuel Lanzini. Fucking hell, I don't know where to start. When the game started, obviously go 1-0 down, and he was all right. And he gave away a pass in the first half, and I'll tell you what, I could not believe what I was seeing. He pounced about with his ball. They won the ball, gone up the other end, and Cresswell saved the day in the first half. Yeah, and he should have been subbed off long before he did. I don't know why they was hesitating. I really can't work that one out. But for the time he was on the pitch, was he okay? For me, I ain't going to go in on Lanzini because he's been a great servant to West Ham, but him and Fornells can't play in the same team. I've always said that. Yeah, they're too alike. They're too it's too fucking pass. There's just nothing there. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him a 5, and that's me being kind. Yeah, I agree with what some of the lads are saying in the chat here. Bullied. Yeah. I've got to agree on that. I think when we changed the system, I think they fucking literally manhandled him near enough. Epic says a 4, Mark says a 5, Paul's saying a 5, Irons is saying a 5. See, we're on the same wavelength sort of thing. Yeah. 4, Mark says a 5. So people are saying 4s and 5s. I'm going to give him a 5. I thought he was just fucking okay. And that's me being kind. He should have been subbed at half time, really, in my opinion. Moving on to this man. It's going to be interesting. Pablo Fornells. Another one. The first goal is a major fuck up from him. Like, what is he looking at? He sees the ball coming over and he's just static. Another one is static. But yeah, again, he's in a position really as like a left. He was in like a left wing back position, Fornells, which we all know that's not his natural position. And I think he was okay in other little aspects, but the passing was all over the gaff. Another one who gets bullied. Like when they sort of man up on him, he can't do it. Do you know what I mean? When he's got no time for now, he's pretty bang average. So, excuse me, I'm gonna have to give him the same sort of rating as Lanzini. I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm looking at the chat and I can see what you're saying. 4 now, I'm half asleep for the goal. 6 maximum. I think you're being kind there, Mark. Paul says a 5. Another Paul says a 5. Hammond's dad says a 4. Mark says a 4. Epic saying a 6. I don't know where was that an average. Was that a good performance from him tonight? I don't know. What did he really do? Not a lot. Do you know what I mean? Not from what I can remember. 4, 4, 4, and that is it. Mitchell says a 5. Simply not good enough. Simple. I agree. 4. DMH says 5, and that's where I'm at with him. A 5 for Mr. Pablo Fornals. Moving on to this man, Mr. Jared Bowen. Fucking hell, this boy was unlucky tonight. I think he was okay. He was good, but he wasn't immense. Like I think Mark said it in the chat earlier on. People were saying about Bowen, how good he was. Was he immense tonight? I think the first chance in the first half, that's got to be in the back of the fucking net. It has to be that. Like when he's in that position, Bowen, as I've always said it, from Hull, from West Ham, that's got to be in the fucking goal, mate, for me. And to hit the post was like gutting, absolutely gutting. Second half, he tried some of the crossing he done was poor though. I've got to give him that. I think that, like he had a free kick or an area where like a dangerous area, and he just floats it straight into the goalkeeper's hands. But he's a trier, Jared Bowen, and listen, if that goal goes in, it's one of the goals of the season, mate. Like we'll remember that goal in history. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm with Paul on this one. I'm giving him a very high 7, just not an 8 for me. But he's a different level. Like he is. Like I just think he needs better players around him. It's as simple as that. Sucks he didn't score the overhead kick. I agree. Paul says a 7. Unlucky with the overhead, but should have scored the first half miss. Massive miss. Totally agree with Mr. Chambers there. I really do. Hammer's dad says an 8. Bowen 8. Missed 1 point for the miss. 8. What we got here? Bowen says an 8. Yeah, I thought Bowen was poor. Big chance at the start, which should have scored quite stoppy all game, including a 6 for me. I don't know about that, Mitch. 6 is like an average performance. I think it's better than average. I think he's unlucky, Mitch. I'd go a set. Probably if I was rating him sort of negatively, I'd go as low 7. But I'll give him a high 7. I thought he was decent. I think he was one of our best players tonight. Really, really was. So that is that with that. Moving on to this man, Mr. Mikel Antonio, scored, right? Scores his first goal in the last 5 months, I think it is. Where do I start with Mikel Antonio? Fucking irritates me, mate. Absolutely irritates me. Yeah, he scores the goal. Don't get me wrong. He's in the right place at the right time. Scores the goal. But his passing and his ball control absolutely drives me fucking berserk. It really, really does. I don't understand. He gets the ball down in the first half. The ball comes in from Ben, I think it is, or Bowen, and he's literally 8 yards out from goal when he wants to pass the ball to someone else. I'm thinking, Mikel, you're the fucking centre forward, bruv. You've got to be smashing that ball in. Listen, he scored a goal, but what else did he really do other than that? And there is no excuse in there for Mikel. Yeah, he's had rest. People can't say, oh, like he hasn't, he's knackered because he's had enough 2 weeks off. What can I give him tonight? He scored an important goal. I'll give him that. Can I give him a 6? Not really. I don't know. Was he better than? I don't know. I don't know what to rate him. Let me have a look to see what you're saying in the chat. 6 is a bit. Oh, he's saying that. Antonio, I'll give him a 7 for the goal. Rice would have scored it anyway. I agree. Lost for words for Antonio. 6. 5. 5. An 8 from Paul Davis. 6. Antonio was all round play today was bad. Simply bad. Credit for the goal, but needs to be better from 5. Well, where am I at with him? I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I think it's better than what he usually is. People are saying 5s. Apart from the goal, Antonio was poor in my opinion. I say a 5. Yeah, look, he looked a bit knackered. I don't understand that though, Hammer's dad. I really, really don't, bruv. Like I look at him and I think, fuck me, he's had nearly enough 2 weeks off. How much more time? Is he knackered or is he just shite? That's the simple fact of the matter. And Mickey tonight, I think that centre half had him on toast. That Austrian centre half. I'm not going to butcher his name, but I've got to be honest. I think he just had him well marshalled. And West Ham, when it comes to 3 at the back, Mikel Antonio gets bullied and he gets out of the game. He really does. Do you know what I mean? What we got is a 5. Moyes is a coward for not giving the ball 20 minutes. Hi, James. Enjoy your shows. Thank you, son. What we got? Shy corner for him. And then, yeah, I'll give him a 6. Antonio gets a 6 for me. I think he was just an average performance. I'm sorry, but listen, you can have the love affair with Antonio as much as the next person. Yeah, he scored the most goals in the Premier League era for West Ham United. But this man is not top quality. He's not top 6 material, in my opinion. Ivan Toney, Jonathan David, Nunes, they're the sort of players I want to see at West Ham United Football Club. And I think Mickey is a good player in spells against certain teams. And I think tonight he just got found out. So it's a 6 from me for him. Moving on to the substitute, there was only one. And it's this man, Mr. Saeed Ben Rama. Mate, fucking how much grief I've had with this geezer right back in this ladder from minute 1 is absolute joke. But tonight proved to me, and it proved to everyone, that this geezer's a talent, right? He come on, and we looked fucking 10 times better than we did in that second half. If that ball goes in the top corner, it's one of the goals of the season. He tried to make things happen. He put crosses in. He looked dangerous. Listen, Benny is a polarizing figure on Twitter, YouTube, everything. But the geezer's a fucking talent, mate. And people want him at this fucking club for some crazy reason. And there's other players in this team who don't do a lot and they get a pass regularly, literally every single fucking time. Tonight, I'm going to give him a very, very high 7. It's not an 8 for me. I think if we end up drawing a game, we get an 8. And that's me being as non-biased as possible. Could I easily give him an 8? Yeah, I think he was fucking decent when he came on. I'm not going to give him an 8, though. I'm going to give him a high 7 because I think that's what he deserves. Yeah, he was excellent. Let's be honest. He got the ball down. He took people on. He won fouls. The balance is a bit wrong when you got Lanzini and Fornals in the same team. I'm sorry, but it is. And when you got Bowen, Ben Rama, Fornals, we look a hell of a lot better. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll give him a high 7, just not an 8. Let's have a look what we all saying in the chat. Let's start off with, excuse me, where are we? 7. Was only used one sub. We could have gave a couple of guys some, yeah. Should have put Yarmolenko for the last 10 minutes. Saeed 9. 8 from Zam. Epic says 8. Hammer's dad says 9. Paul says 8. 7.5. I'm with Mark on that. High 7, just not an 8 for me. 8. Benny, wow, what a performance. 8. Ben Ryan was at high goals per minute assist. And Antonio, I agree. I thought tonight he showed that he probably should started quite mixed when he come on, but done more than all of the attackers for me. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Mitch, he does more than all the attackers usually. But everyone's favourite son, Pablo Fornals, gets a pass, and Mikel Antonio's been here the longest. So, can't win. Ben Rama, talented, no doubt, but still too wasteful for me. I've got to disagree on that. Hi, guys. Frankfurt supporter here. First of all, that was a tough game with luck on our side. Anton, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on, mate, even though you're a Frankfurt fan. Your side's very good, mate. Very well controlled, and they know that system. They know that 3-4-3 system like the back of their hand. And Japanese lad up front. It's an absolute top class player, mate. Honestly, I do like that kid a lot. I think the left-sided player, Cossack, I think his name is, quiet tonight. Really, really was. But thank you for joining me, mate, Anton. Always a pleasure. Paul says quality player, but put the pacey left back and decent striker. 5, yeah. Start Benny in Germany. Has to be, mate, I'm afraid. Benny, 7.5 was direct, gave Rice someone to aim for. We were better when he come on. Well done, Benny. I agree, mate. How did you like your right back? He was very offensive. Yeah, I agree. Anton's a youngster. Obviously, he's not ready for the highest level just yet. And that is it for Saeed Benrahma. High 7 for me, just not an 8. People are saying 8s, 7.5s, 7s. That. Moving on to this man, the ref. Excellent. That's the word I'm going to use tonight. I thought he was decent. The ref. I think he done everything right. He stopped the game when he had to, and he wasn't the main attraction. It's pretty easy rating for me. I'll give him a higher 7 for me. Do you know what I mean? Just not an 8. I think he was good, and that's about it really for me on him. The ref was good. 9. What else we got there? I wait for everyone else to put their comments. The ref gets the highest mark, a 9. Yeah, I agree. I think the ref was decent tonight. I really, really do. But it is what it is. I think everyone's sort of. Referee was good. If you don't know, it's a ref. He's doing his job right. Totally agree. So he was gutted, bone it would work twice. Yeah, honest opinion from me. I thought the ref was generally not that good. Weird throw in decisions on both sides. Yeah, great comment, man. Great comment. I must admit. So yeah, we're going to give him, for me, high 7, just not an 8 for me. And finally, the man of the moment, this man, Mr. David Moyes. I think Moyes done a masterclass with Zuma, bringing Zuma back. Right? I think we all know in the West Ham camp that basically Zuma was looking to be coming back. When Zuma's on that team sheet, I thought it was an excellent bit of management from Moyes. The only thing I will say is, when you're playing against a Frankfurt side who are known for their 3-4-3 system, yeah, and we set up 4-2-3-1, it's a flat 4-2-3-1. To me, it just didn't work. Just did not work, and we found out in the first minute that it wasn't going to work. I think he changed it at the right time. I think he had to, with Lanzini. I don't think this is on Moyes tonight, really. The only thing I will say with him is the Lanzini 4-0 situation just doesn't work. Just does not fucking work. And the sooner people realise it don't work, the better. Well, we've had one good game with them in the team, and that was at Lyon away. Don't get me wrong, it was an amazing, amazing night. But for 25 minutes, 30 minutes of that game, we was under it until we scored. And once we scored, then we come out, and that was it. Good night, Vienna. But he's gone with his strongest team that he feels without losing the game 2-1. What can I give Moyes tonight? I'll give Moyes a 7. 7 for me. I think he done everything right at the right time, but I don't think it's on him tonight. I think it's more the players, and a few of the players just didn't cut it tonight, in my opinion. They really, really didn't. What we all say in the chat, let's have a look. We've got, let's get down to the bottom, a 6. Not quick enough with the subs. 4. Possibly. Moyes gets a 6. Cowley, Cowley out of him is only 1 sub. But who else he got? What's he going to do? Put Vlasic on. Eastside views with his traditional. Moyes out. I thought Frankfurt midfield sworn all over us. Yeah, I agree. Overrunning midfield, mate. Absolutely overrunning midfield. Moyes 6.5 out of 10. Mostly not giving the kids a chance this season. Can't blame him tonight over that. Lanzini's better coming off the bench. Jay Woods, mate, me and you are on the same wavelength, bruv. Lanzini's a sort of player that you bring on to control a game, not start a game, and I totally agree. DMH 7, I agree. Moyes is Moyes, same old. Should have dropped Johnson though. Great comment from Mark there. Yeah, That's one thing I will say. Just reminded me, Mark. I think he should have changed Ben at fucking half time. I think Ben was shocking in that first half, right? He should have been gone. Should have fucking been out the door, mate, and said, Kafal, get on the pitch. Yeah. Fair markings from you tonight. Being real, Will. That rhymes. Do you think Moyes was overconfident for Frankfurt? I feel, Irons, if I'm being honest, I think the occasion got the better of the players and the fan base to a point. Listen, that was buzzing in there tonight, right? It did. Anyone who went, it was fucking rocking. It was like Upton Park reboot. But it was just, I think people didn't realise, they looked at the occasion more than the game. And the game is where we're at. And I think next week it ain't going to be about the occasion. It's going to be about the game. That's why I've got every faith in West Ham tonight. I fucking really, really have. I do believe you can go there and do a job on them big time. Let's get. I just want to quickly run through your comments and I'll wrap up. I'll give him a 6. Need to start Benny next week. Unlucky, we hit the post 3 times. Wasn't right to go with a 5 at the back, which to start, in my opinion. Subs should have been made a bit earlier. Johnson should have started. Yeah, give him a 6. Let's scroll right down to and Vinay says we're still in the game. I totally agree. For me, with Moyes, I think it's just one of them things. I think we all know what we get with David Moyes. Very stubborn man. I think it's proved tonight that Syed Benrahma has to play next week. No two ways about it. If he doesn't start, there's an agenda. I've always said that. So that is it for the player ratings and the afterthought from me. I've been rolling for 42 minutes. I'm going to do another 10 minutes and I'm going to wrap up. How do I assess this tonight? Listen, I'm gutted, but I'm not disheartened with this team, mate. I've seen this team go to teams and fucking rip teams apart. I think West Ham, when they're an attacking threat and they're attacking like type team, they go through teams. There's so much about it. I think tonight, when you sit out with Lanzini and Fornals, it just doesn't work, in my opinion. I've said it for a long time. I've had Effers on here, I've had Mitchell on here, I've had Charlie Walsh, Jace, everyone. And we've had many debates on this channel, and I've always said that Lanzini and Fornals doesn't work as a unit. They're too similar. They play a too similar game. They don't score many goals between them. And really, your opinion, hopes on Jared Bowen to fucking score the goals. And if he gets man-marked at the game, then we're fucked. So simple as that. Obviously, how do I assess Frankfurt? I think Frankfurt were a very well-organised side. I think they've got that 3-4-3 system down to a T. I think they've got some very, very good players also. I think, obviously, their left-sided player, the Serbian, he's excellent. I think the Japanese lad who scored the goal, second goal for them, he's absolutely top draw. I think their striker was quiet. I think Zuma had him massively under control, but they're a very slick side, and German sides are like they're known for their slick passing and moving the ball about like fast and accurately. One thing I will say with them tonight, when they did pass through us, they looked fucking deadly. They really, really did. And when I looked at our passing tonight, it was like we'd learned it over fucking Acne Marshes. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end it on this. It ain't over. It's not over in Frankfurt. Far from it. Absolute far from it. I've got every faith the boys will go over there and give an absolute masterclass. Tonight, I think the occasion got the better of us tonight. And I think we can all admit that. I think like with the music and it was like a fucking party atmosphere in there. I think West Ham just got caught on the cold, basically, especially coming out in the first sort of minute of the game and conceding. Fair play to the lads, though. They hung in there. They could let their heads drop. Many years ago, we've seen West Ham go a goal down and get blitzed. It's only 2-1. If we go over there, right, we can win the game 1-0 and take it to extra time, win the game 2-0 and win the final. Just don't concede. The one thing I will say with Frankfurt is they are like a counter-attacking side. So we're going to have to impose ourselves. Do you know what I mean? And we're going to have to be deadly on the break as of when. Do you know what I mean? But I've got every faith. I really, really have. It's good to see Zuma back. We need him. Obviously, I think the right-hand side tonight was a bit of a letdown from Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson tonight proved to me, people say Ben Johnson's this, Ben Johnson's that. To me, Ben Johnson was shit tonight from start to finish. And he really got found out. He really did. So let me go through your chat quickly before I wrap up. What have we got here? Let's start off at the bottom. I kind of same situation with you guys with your striker. All right. What we got? Let's have a look. Half time, boys. I wish I could be there next week. It's not over yet, mate. I'd be more worried if we was going over there with a 2-0 lead. I'd rather 2-0 lead times, I must admit. But Frankfurt killed us with the pass and go. We couldn't keep the space they was creating. I totally agree. Let me go here. Let's have a look. Right, everyone's having a good chat in there. Eastside's view says it's over. It's not over, mate, for me. It really, really ain't. Listen, we've hit the post 3 times, or we've hit the woodwork 3 times tonight. If that goes in, we end up winning the game. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's far from over. It really, really is. But I've got to give Frankfurt some credit. I really, really have. I thought we might go through Frankfurt quite easy tonight, and they look like a well-oiled machine, German machine. And Germans in football, they know what they're talking about. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But we move. We do. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there at that. Listen, I want to thank all the 71 people who have been watching me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. It really helps me out greatly. As I say, listen, it's a bitter pill to swallow tonight. Don't get me wrong, but it's not fucking over. It's far from over. Jared Bowen was on it tonight. I don't want to see Mikel playing against Arsenal at the weekend. I want him fit, fine, ready to go. Aside, Ben Rama has to play next week. There's no 2 ways about it. If you go with Lanzini and Fornells, for me, it's good night from us for the Europa League. But we're 90 minutes away. If we win the game over there and we don't concede, we go through. It's simple as that. And this is a great comment from DMH. Keep the faith. Come on, your irons. I've got every faith that we can do. We can do something over there. I really do mean that. Anyway, try and enjoy the rest of your evening. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend, which is coming up. And listen, keep the faith. West Ham away surprises. Do you know what I mean? Nothing. Did we think it was over in Seville when we went 1-0 down? No. And that was against Seville, who are multi-winners. Frankfurt are not multi-winners of this competition. And we managed to spin it around. Who would have thought we would have went to Lyon and won 3-0? When you doubt West Ham, they come back stronger. And I've got every faith that they can do it. So keep the faith and believe. Because hopefully something special can happen. Anyway, that is enough for me from rambling on. Take care of yourselves. All the best. And thanks for all your help tonight in the player ratings. That also goes a long way also. Anyway, bye for now.